What's up, everybody? It is Franco back again with another video from Show Me Sound, giving you all the education that you didn't know you needed as you're planning for your big day. In this video, we will be discussing where your guests should sit at your wedding for the best experience possible for your guests, for all of your vendors, and for yourself. There are plenty of other floor plan logistics that should be considered as you're planning for your big day, so those planning tips will also be included in this video. Now, there are plenty of pros and cons when it comes to assigned seating at weddings, but in my experience, usually when seats are assigned, things just work out better for everyone. The first big benefit, of course, is it helps your guests find out where they are supposed to be sitting. Without fail, if you do have an open seating arrangement, when it does come time for people to find their seats, they will not be able to sit next to who they'd like to sit to, whether that's due to the variability of arrival times or, maybe a table's already full. So having those assigned seats ahead of time gets rid of all of that confusion in advance. That also helps you out because if you have family members or friends that you already know, get along well, would like to sit next to each other, you can make that decision easy for everyone. With assigned seating at the end of cocktail hour, it makes the process super easy for everyone because everyone is directed to their seats. There's no confusion about where to go. Another pro when it comes to the assigned seating arrangement is if you do have a buffet line for dinner, you can actually dictate the order in which tables are dismissed to grab their plates. Of course, the wedding party is typically dismissed first, but in these instances, after the wedding party, most common is the close parents, close relatives of bride and groom. If you have your tables numbered, it ensures that the order in which you would like your tables dismissed for dinner is carried out. Another benefit to specific seating arrangements is that it allows you to put your volume-sensitive guests in a location of your choosing. In most cases, this is going to be in the tables furthest away from wherever your DJ speakers are set up. On this note, let's dive in a little bit deeper into the other floor plan logistics. In an ideal setup, you want your DJ close to your dance floor. This creates the best atmosphere possible for the party segment of your evening. And by the nature of how sound travels from the DJ speakers, you should always, if possible, avoid putting tables in between where your DJ speakers are set up and the dance floor. Those tables are always going to hear the volume much louder than what your guests are hearing on the dance floor. In a scenario where you have to have tables positioned closely to the DJ booth, I definitely recommend to putting your less volume sensitive tables at those locations. Maybe even consider putting some of the people who are ready to get the party started there, or people that you know are sure to wind up on the dance floor. If you plan your seating arrangement this way, then typically it will work out in your favor because those guests won't even be at the tables once it is time for the party to start, so the louder volume at those tables will not even be an issue. And as I mentioned earlier, the best positioning for your volume sensitive guests will be at the opposite end of the room or the far left or right of your DJ's speakers. Not only will these be the quietest sections of your room, but it also gives some of those guests an area to escape if they just want to have conversation and they're not interested in being a part of the dance floor action. I know we already mentioned placing your DJ next to your dance floor for a better atmosphere, not only from the standpoint of better sound quality, but a better lighting experience for your dance floor, but there are also other considerations in terms of where to place your DJ, and that is access to power. Now, even though most professional DJs will carry around tape or something to put wires down onto the ground so they're not as much of a tripping hazard, it's always best to avoid that entirely whenever possible. Now, obviously, guest safety is the priority concern when you're running cables anywhere, but also you have to consider maybe the power becomes unplugged during a very high portion of your party. That just would be the worst case scenario. So to avoid that, having your DJ close to power access is definitely a priority that should be considered. Obviously, there are plenty of other considerations as you're planning out the floor plan for your wedding, but as a DJ, these are some of the things that come top to mind as I am looking at the layout for the reception. If you'd like to dig in a little bit deeper or have some of your own questions that you'd like to ask regarding this topic or other topics as you are planning for your big day, please put them in the comments below and I will be sure to get answers to them in a future video. Thank you again for watching. Please feel free to share this with someone if you think they might find it useful, and until next time, peace.